Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FsPassengers with me, Amir37. So we're up here in Oshkosh at the air show. You can still see all the planes lined up all over there. Now, I talked about we need to do a lot longer flights, right? And I was going to do a flight from Oshkosh down to Shreveport, which is like, I think 700 and some miles. The problem is, when you load all 5 passengers, you cannot take anywhere near 100% fuel. You can get maybe upper 40s percent, probably not even quite 50%. So it's really hard to do any really long flights. So I'm trying to do flights around about half our range, which is like 800 and some miles. So I'm trying to do like 400, 300 and some miles, and so I've got one right now. It's to Jefferson City, which is about not quite half our range. So let's go over here and start our flight. Alright, so see, we got our 3 passengers too. Now, at 100%, we're at our maximum takeoff weight. That's kind of interesting, because the other day I opened this up because I was going to do the Shreveport one. Right out of time, and I could only get like maybe 50% or so. And now it's telling me, because it was up around 128%, I do believe. So that's extremely odd, because it's the same damn plane, obviously. Alright, so maybe we take 67%, I don't know. Throw some luggage in here, get up to 101. There we go. I'll put it right there. Well, that was 102, so I'll move it down just a little bit. There we go. So we're at 67%. I'm going to move up one just so we have even 50. So let's set the type, which is a normal flight. That's really weird, though, because I had 100%, and it was takeoff weight was like 128%. I don't get that at all. Because I was going to do that, and it was late at night,
set.
And then it said we couldn't take off because it was IFR instead of VFR because of all the clouds and everything.
Engine instrument check flight.
So I was going to have to redo it, and it was really late at night. And so I was like, screw that, I'll just save this for another day. And so I just made a shorter flight, and we could have actually made it a little bit longer. I don't get it. All right, we'll have them put their seatbelts on. Parking brake is on. Alright, go over to our fuel selectors. Click those on. Let's go up here, turn the battery on. Turn our nav on. The fuel pump, the mags. Go ahead and move these all the way up. Open our cowlings. We'll put that in low idle. Alternator on. And let's see if we can get her started up. Alright, move that to full. Turn off that fuel pump. Alright, let's turn on the right alternator, the fuel pump, the mags. Put that now low idle, and we'll get this one started up. Alright, we'll move that to full, and we'll click off that fuel pump. Alright. Turn on the windshield heat, pitot heat, all of our avionics. This is pretty good for now. We'll go ahead and yell over to ATC, even though we're not ready yet. We're going to depart to the south. Oh, the sound is set different. Jeez. I'll go fix that here in 1 second. I hate how it sometimes changes itself. I'm going to go change it right now, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's see if it... There we go. I don't know why it changed itself, but We got it back. Turn on our progressive taxi. I hope it's not a long taxi. This is kind of a weird airport, I think. Let's turn on our taxi light. Well, there we go. Alright. So let's get to taxiing. Well, there we go. It's like there's one runway, and then, well, there's one main runway, then there's another one way far away at this airport. I really don't quite get it, to be quite honest. You see they've got us taxiing way down there to the left. I hope there's a runway right next to that. Whoa, come on now. I gunned it a little bit right before we turned. Seems like she needs a lot of thrust to get going. I mean, we're kind of heavy, obviously. We're over our weight a little bit, but it shouldn't be like that. Kind of weird turning, because I'm so used to big jets, and now all of a sudden I switch over to this. You see all the planes over to our array all lined up. I just think that that's really cool that they've got it, that Microsoft actually did that for the scenery. I was just flying an around the world episode yesterday. We're going from Zante to Crete, the island of Crete. And I in the beginning of the flight, I searched around the island of Zante if I could find that. There's a famous beach there, a shipwreck beach. I think it's called Smuggler's Cove. I think Navajo or something beach. And they didn't put that in, but at least they put this in. Well, I think it would have been really cool had they put in that beach there in Greece. Now look, it's got us taxiing way over to the right. I hate this. I really despise taxiing in this game because they seem to put you in the furthest runway. It's unbelievable. It is really unbelievable. They just, I mean, there's a runway ahead of us. We've already passed one runway that was very close as well. And they're like, no, you gotta go way over here. Like, you know, you couldn't take 27 and 9. You could take this one. Can't take runway 27. That's too close. You gotta taxi some more. It's just ridiculous. And I know I bitch about that all the time, but it is truly, absolutely ridiculous that they do this. Oh, did they put us... I can't even remember what runway they said. Runway 36. Can't use 22 and 4 either. It's... Why would you want to take off on runway 22? It's too close. It's too close. Gotta pass that one up too. Unreal. Alright, so how about runway 31 and 13? How about that? Can you want to take that? Nah, that's runway 31, that's too close as well. I want to pass that one up too. It's also a little too close. We want to go the furthest one away. It's just unbelievable to me. Cut down to the right, there's another runway, but again, that's a little too close. That's why you can put so much fuel in this plane, because you're going to taxi so far away. Getting a little quick here. 35 knots, but it's like I want to get this flight started, and They're just messing with me. It's honestly what it feels like. And also, I mean, we're taking off to go to the south, so they take us over to runway 36, which is heading north, so we can turn around the airport. I mean, it just doesn't... Sometimes I just want to take off, you know? It almost sounds like it's raining, like there's something hitting the windshield. I don't see anything. Hopefully that's not like crackling coming from our engine. Our old plane with a lot of hours on it. But I'm hoping to find another plane that we can use soon. Because I know people want to see a bunch of different planes, and I do too, but it's just a money problem in this game. Now, where is runway 36? Because if it's, I would like to just cut over to it. I don't need the whole daggone runway. I think it's the one over to our right. I don't know that for sure. So we're gonna taxi clear around the runway, clear around the airport, which is just brilliant. And also because they don't pay attention at all to the wind, I think that they do the exact opposite. I think they take you into a tailwind, which for this would be the exact opposite as well. We'd already be up in the air. Because we'd be taking off to the south, into the wind. You can see... Oh, hold on, I gotta do a turn. If you look down on our instruments, you can see that we had a tailwind. I don't know, are they taking us... I guess in this one they are taking us into the wind? Usually they don't. Alright, anyway. We can finally holler at them. Holler at the tower here. We're still at 100%, that's always nice. Alright.
Oshkosh Tower, Piper, November 48765, ready at runway 36, departure to the south.
Piper, November 48765, cleared for takeoff, runway 36, south departure, approved.
Alright,
Cleared for takeoff,
finally.
runway 36.
Move our range down, even though when we start moving, they're gonna change it. Strobe lights, landing lights. We're good to go. Put out the little flaps. Alright, we'll just do a rolling takeoff. Man, I'm really going far on these turns, am I not? I think it's because those big jets always fly. Really wants to go left on me. Alright, let's go ahead and rotate, get it in the air. Alright, we got positive rate, put the gear up. I was gonna just say goodbye to the air show and looking, but we got an engine in the way. Let's put these cowlings, close them up. I need to look at the instrumentation on that because I can't remember if you need to put the cowlings up before you take off or shortly after. Alright, flaps are retracted. Taxi light is off. Let's take a left. Go around the airport. Let's see. Look at all those planes. Down here, over here, over here. It's crazy. Like I say, I really do like that they did that. See, our desired track is 212. So I'll move this to 212. All right. Let's go ahead and turn on the autopilot. Yaw damper, let's put in the heading, vertical speed. I think we have to hit it one more time. It's been a while since I've flown this plane. Now it is holding at 10, but I'm not sure if that's just coincidental, the way we were climbing, or not. Just crossed 3,000 feet. Let's take another look outside real quick. I don't know why, but those textures don't look good at all. Now, those don't look like FTX global textures, but to the right, I'll show this again. Look, this whole square area looks terrible. Then you get outside of it, and it looks a lot better. It's very odd that they did that square right there. I don't quite understand that. We're gonna go pretty high. I was actually thinking about going about 16.5. The airplane, when they said the maximum range was at 18,000 feet, so I was thinking I would go 16.5 or so for the fuel, but now I realize we can actually go further than I had anticipated. I really am not understanding why the other day it was telling me I could only put like 48% of fuel in there to get the maximum takeoff weight, and now it's not. Now we can put in more. It really makes no sense. Alright, coming up on 5,000 feet. Let's see our distance to go. 356? I thought it was a lot shorter than that, actually. Yeah, 355. Alright, so it's going to be a fairly long flight, I guess. So I'll go ahead and speed it up, and we will be back in just a little bit.
descending below 10,000.
Alright, everybody. About 27 miles out. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit up Jefferson City. KJEF is what we're looking for. There we go. Jefferson City Memorial. Full stop landing.
Jefferson City Tower, Piper, November 48765, 26 miles northeast to land. Piper, November 48765, Jefferson City Tower, flight right, traffic, runway 30, altimeter 29903.
Alright.
Flight right, traffic, runway 30, Piper 765.
Alright, so want to head out left just a little bit and come back in for runway 30. I don't know how to get this traffic advisory off my screen because it's blocking everything. I just don't get that. It says press something. Press... I can't really see. Oh, now how do I get it back? There we go. Alright. Got that out of the way. Let's move the range down though. Does that say 20 miles? Yeah, alright. It's going to stop around 3,000 feet or so. We can go ahead and speed this up again. About 21 miles out. We are ready. Well, what percentage is that? They should be about even. There we go. 3,000 feet, they need to be equal. Though I'm not sure if we still want to stop at 3,000 feet. Because we're only about 15 miles out. So I'll let it go a little bit more. I think as of right now, our position will be pretty close to the airport when we get any lower. See if I can stop it around 2,000 feet. Let's go back to normal speed. There we go. It's going to climb, so we'll give it some throttle. Alright, out of the clouds as well. Can't quite see. We still have some clouds here in our way. Let's go out to our left a little more. Maybe we can make a better approach. This thing, I hate. It wants to mess with it all the time and it screws me up so bad. I'm going to bring back on the throttle a little bit so we can slow down. The problem with being this low is I won't be able to see the runway very well. Should go out to the left just a little bit more and we should be able to make a better approach. bring back the throttle a little more. Slow down. What if I peak up a little bit? It should be off to our right, not too far. It's up to the right a little bit, but I really don't see it. Let's say it could be over here. I still want to go to the left a little more, because I'm a little worried that we're going to be too close and it's going to be hard to get down when we do see it. I wish we didn't have these low clouds either. That doesn't help anything. See, if it's any further over, it's still going to be hard to see because of that engine. But I'm going to go ahead and kill the autopilot. Let's see if we can't go hunt this thing down. Are we on normal speed? Make sure of that. Go ahead and drop the gear. Put on a notch of flaps. Not sure if we've overshot or not on our turn. I would know better if I could actually see the daggone airport. We still need to go out just a little bit more. Probably drop the gear and the flaps a little too early. I'm going to pull the gear and retract the flaps as well. Because I think it was too early. We're a little bit further out than I thought, which is kind of good. There we go.
Cleared to land, runway 30. Cleared to land, runway 30.
I think we're a little low though. I thought I saw the lights saying we were a little low. Right over the front. Alright, so try to stay right here. Maybe ascend just a little bit. Get a little bit of height. There we go. Alright, dropping the gear again. Notch your flaps. Still need to get out here a little bit more before we turn right. More notch of flaps. Alright. Alright, full flaps now. Alright, so I thought we might be descending a little too slow, but actually we're descending a little too much. So I'm trying to trim this thing. There we go. Right on it now. There we go. A lot better trim now. Man, I've been trying to trim it forever, it seems like. You probably hear me clicking it. That's still a little... Alright, we'll start slowing it down a little bit. Alright, wasn't too bad a landing. Alright, one-handed real quick. So what?
765.
Oh, we could have turned on that one. Because I was going to say, there's some facilities down here to the left as well. Which ones are going to tell us to go to? Ah, man, we should... if I hadn't looked, I might have been able to see that. Although I wouldn't have known that there was buildings over there. Either. So now they're going to holler at us again. Turn next taxiway. Exit when able. Alright. And see, there's no more taxiways until way down at the end.
Exit runway when able.
Like, why you gotta make the taxiways all down here? Slow up. There we go. Let's see if the parking area was down here. It'd be sweet.
Viper 765. Contact ground on 121.7.
Alright, acknowledge that.
121.7.
Turn on the taxi, turn off the landing and the strobe. Contact ground. Parking.
Jefferson City ground. Viper
Open the cowlings.
765. Request taxi to parking.
Viper November 48765. Taxi to General Aviation Parking. Taxiway Alpha 1 Alpha.
Alright.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking.
Oh, sweet.
Taxiway
That's
Alpha
awesome.
1 Alpha. Viper 765.
Shouldn't the radar move? I thought some of them did move. Maybe not in the default ones? I'm not sure. That's sweet that the parking is right over here. Is that like a city hall behind that building? Kind of looks like it with a dome. I believe Jefferson City, if I'm not mistaken, is the capital of Missouri, so that's why I was kind of thinking that. Alright. Man, I'm really off on the taxi lines, am I not? It's crazy. I gotta think it's because I'm flying this MD-11 and everything. Going out, you know, way past it. Plus, I think the plane is actually a little bit faster than I think. I'm going a little bit faster than I think. Parking brake is on. Let's cut the fuel. Close the cowlings. They can take their seatbelts off. We'll open the door for them so they can head on out. Turn those lights off. Turn the alternators off. 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 Those are all off. And battery off. And we can close these fuel selectors.
Oh, okay.
It's the weirdest freaking passenger sounds. Sweet. We're all out. Let's see how much we got paid. It should have been a pretty good flight, I would have thought. In the flight, 362 nautical miles. Ticket income $1,678 plus $45 for the cargo. Fuel cost is $262. Airport taxes $5. Insurance $74. Total income $1,382. Oh, sweet! Times 50. We just got over $69,000. Alright, the time airborne was 2 hours, 11 minutes, 48 seconds. Flight block 2:22:46. Time on the ground 14 minutes. Average speed 164.93 knots. Climb time was 14 minutes 9 seconds. Cruise 1 hour 35 and 56 seconds. Average cruise speed 175 knots. Descent time 21:43. Landing speed 80.95. Landing touchdown minus 125.4 feet a minute, which was a kiss. Landing pitch 3.9. Landing weight 4464. Total fuel used 297 pounds. Climb fuel used 50. Cruise 213. Cruise fuel an hour 133 pounds an hour. Descent fuel used 33 pounds. They thought we should be 100%, so we increased 0.35 to 96.53. Got a nice 339 points for a perfect flight. Very smooth landing, 50, perfect flight, no problems, plus 150. Let's see, you landed at the scheduled airport plus 30. Long flight, 2 hours 11 minutes without using time acceleration, which we obviously did. So we got an extra 109, that's sweet. And then, of course, we lose 50 because of the beacon lights, which I can't control because it's wrong. Let's check out the company, see how much money we got now. 474. So if we sold it for 497, we basically have a little under $1 million. About 971, 972, something around there. So we still need money. But I think getting 67,000 or whatever for a flight like that, that's really going to help if we do some longer flights. Close that door. And apparently, like I said, we can go a little bit further than I thought, because the other day when I started up, so with the 5 passengers, we could only take like 40-some% fuel. Hopefully that's wrong and we can do some longer flights. But everybody, this is going to be it for this episode of FsPassengers. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next flight.